Match found.
I am both shield and sword. Reina, there are better ways to survive than your path.
I'm so ashamed. Pobre de mí. How will I live with myself?
Someone's there.
Reloading. Time to hunt.
Spike down A.
Blinded.
Last player standing.
Out of charges. Got the spike. Out of charges.
30 seconds left. Ten seconds left.
That poor Viper. We didn't have to be your enemy.
No prisoners.
Last
spike
player
carrier's
standing.
down.
Spike down, C.
Sage, we are the perfect pair. You give life. I take it.
I got the
Fully smoked.
Dizzy's up. Check targets. Enemy C.
Reloading.
Healing.
Beacon down.
Wingman's gonna play
Barrier
spike.
created.
Spike's ticking. Thanks, little man. Thrash is ready.
Can't use this yet.
It's all you, little homie!
Molly.
One enemy remaining.
There's the toe hold. Now just dig in and climb up.
Let's do what we do.
Files ready.
Folded.
Reloading.
Wingman's planting.
Multiple enemies C.
Spike planted. Thanks, Wing.
Wall raised.
One enemy remaining.
Cálmate. Hot shot.
We move as a unit, okay? Last thing I need is some hero messing things up.
Tip the balance in our favor.
I'll take it. Thrash is ready. Spike planted.
Barrier created. No charges.
One enemy remaining. Call out.
Sick next time, yeah?
Ha ha ha.
Who am I kidding? My knees are gonna kill after this.
Embarrassing.
Down and out. Achilles down.
Spike down. C.
Wall raised. I have the spike. Spike planted. No charges left. My ultimate is ready.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining. Clutch.
Some things you just can't teach. Open up the sky!
Hey, little man, pump us up. Let's hear it.
Need a drop.
Kill my copy.
Out of here. Plant the spike, Wings.
Spike sticking. Thanks, little man.
Down you go.
One enemy remaining.
For you.
That's right, you tell him.
Ano ba yan?
Basic ba? Basic?
Heart. I can feel it.
Basic ba? Masyadong basic ano.
You want... Party lighter.
Sige, sige.
March through them.
Get out of my way!
Tara, pasok sila.
Enemy spotted C.
Nasa pinto ba yun?
Fire's out. Damn! Enemies are B.
Diba?
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Enemy spotted C. Reloading.
Blinded. You will not kill my allies.
Buried.
One enemy remaining.
That's done. Quick break.
Kala ko mag-audition pa tayo dun eh.
I'm no doctor, but I can patch a bullet hole or two. Let me know if you need healing.
Wala dyan. Eh, spike asa eh.
Reloading.
For you.
Enemy spotted B. Enemy spotted B. One less.
Our spike is down. Barrier created.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Barrier's down.
Tumalun na pala. Akala ko sa taas pa din.
Hawk out. Blinded. I think that's it.
He says their bullets tickle.
Saan tayo? Tabahan mo.
Kasi na lang, dyan naman ano yung ano eh. Yung smoker na dun eh.
Barrier created.
Spike planted.
Who trained you? Hawk out.
Enemy spotted
One
C.
enemy remaining. Enemy C.
Reloading.
Can't use this yet.
Enemy spotted.
Face your fear!
We're still
Breathing. Cool. Very cool.
Even with numbers, anything can still happen. Remember that.
Ándale.
See ya.
Masarap i-respawn na natin ah. Reyna din yun, Reyna. Andiyan na niya, Reyna.
Enemy C.
One enemy remaining.
Enemy spotted C. We got 5. That's bingo.
Last round in the half.
Don't be cheap. Spend it all before it's gone.
Reloading.
I got yous, okay? Seek them out.
Cutting their vision.
You fought well.
Planted.
Goner. My ult's ready. Multiple enemy C.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Ass over.
Switching sides.
If you see one of my creatures, it's a good thing, all right? We'll figure out what they do eventually.
We win. We survive.
No charges left.
I'll take it.
Eliminate.
Spike planted.
Enemies. Somebody's there.
One enemy remaining.
I'm out of stuff.
Lakas naman nun. Ah,
Party tayo later, Ron.
It's off. It's off.
Reloading.
Make sure to follow my pack in. They'll lead us right to the enemy.
Dito ako rin.
See you on the other side.
Smoke's down.
And you're done.
Aha, gago.
Enemy spotted B.
Red sent.
Reloading. Reloading.
Enemy and attacker spawn.
Spike planted.
Saw you, Mosh!
One enemy remaining.
Crash is ready.
Deep.
I will not die here.
Last player standing. Clutch.
Yun.
Gentle Sage is not so
Can someone
gentle
buy me,
after all.
please?
Don't give them ground. Multiple enemies A.
Healing you.
Time to hunt. Scout destroyed.
Spike planted.
War raging.
Dizzy has targets.
One enemy
I'm
remaining.
good for 3. Reloading.
Aha, ha.
Beep, beep, beep. Enough of that.
Match point.
Their head is in the guillotine. Now pull.
Gun here.
Aguas, keep your guard up.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Enemy B. Somebody's there. Enemy B. Got him.
Hell.
One enemy remaining. Spike down. C.
Enemy spotted B.
Defenders win.
Hey, GG, yo!
mayor karon. So mao ni si Ampol ganina no alang sa kasayuran.
Anong ginagawa niyo dyan? Ba't andyan kayo? Ba't andyan kayo? Bawal dyan kuya, ba't dyan kayo nag-aano ng ganyan? Anong bakit? Hindi niyo ba alam na simenteryo to? Hindi niyo na ginalang yung mga nakalibing dito. Anong pakialam ko? Sinasabihan ko lang kayo, kababata niyo pa, ganyan ginagawa niyo, tapos dito pa. Meron naman mga private place na pwede niyong pagganyanan. O ano? Sinasabihan lang kita. Nag-i-explore ako. Hindi ako dapat dito. Anong wag mo sa akin? Pero tayo nandito. Yung bagay dito sa public place.
Match found.
I am both shield and sword.
Okay lang.
Thinking of studying overseas? Is Singapore...
Hoy, nagkasama mo diya dong. Dong daulat si yung di pa-picture mo ina kanang pa-picture mi kay na. Ay, come on. Ay, so karon.
I will soothe this turmoil with fire if I must.
I got the spike.
Duck. Reloading.
Reloading.
Last player standing.
My power does not ebb. Ask for aid, and you shall receive.
Come on, little homies. Let's get it. Up we go! Dizzy has targets.
Blocking sight. Target spotted A. Target spotted A. Barrier created.
Reloading.
Spike's ticking.
Thanks, little man.
Healing you.
Last player standing.
One bullet per enemy. That should be enough, yes?
Aguas, keep your guard up.
Our spike is down.
Spike down B.
Target spotted A.
I have the spike.
Scratch one.
Blocking sight. Enemy spotted.
One enemy remaining.
Enemy B. Spike planted.
Reloading. Here.
Ready. All enemies accounted for.
Now they are nervous.
Sama kayo.
Reloading.
In we go. I don't think so.
Pull them to their grave.
up top.
That's the spike.
Wingman's gonna plant spike.
Barrier created.
Spike planted. Thanks, Wings. Crash is ready. Target spotted. Defender spawn.
Here.
Enemy spotted B.
Prepare for hellfire.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Just let them try to catch me. Tip the balance in our favor. Reloading.
Target spotted B. Spike is down.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
That.
I got your backs. Just, you know, from the front.
They are so dead.
I will not die today. No escape. Wall raised. Blocking sight.
Hostile down.
Ooh, my ult's ready.
Dito pare.
For you.
One enemy remaining.
Ano?
Plant the spike, Wings.
Spike's ticking. Thanks. Sana, sana.
There you are. Oh, shit.
Vibe check. We feeling good? Hope so. Hope so.
Gun here.
Magtama tayo ron.
Ito tayo.
Dito.
I have extra money if anyone needs.
Forward.
Who's next?
Throwing net. Target spotted A. You.
Ano ba yan?
And you?
Wall raised. Target spotted A.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
Ang daya naman nun. Kahirap pa. Pangalan ko lang to eh, kasi simula ko lang bigas. Ginagamay ko pa yun. Mga pang 10 game ko pa lang pag ganun.
Thirty seconds left.
I love you here.
Too slow.
Revive me, revive.
10 seconds left.
Talo na.
Wala na yan, okay lang yun. Save lang, save.
Again.
He says their bullets tickle.
Ang sakit ng ano, yung pang-retrato ng tawag yung Odin.
Bonne chance, mes amis.
Uy, puta, dalawa na.
Revive kita.
Sure.
Wingman's planting.
Your duty is not over.
Spike planted.
Andito.
Wings.
Where was I?
Barrier created.
Hold them to their grave!
Nothing there. Sensor down.
Last player standing.
Sayang. Dan ka, puta ka.
Abot ba? Abot?
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged yet?
Sabihin lang tayo, sabi. Mas successful tayo doon.
Stay safe. Wingman's gonna plant spike. See ya. Spike sticky. Thanks,
Little man.
Ayan.
I know exactly where you are.
Meron din sa taas. Andyan yung ano. Hyper.
Ay, gago. Tayo.
Last player standing.
Eyes down.
Go Jet.
3.
Chill lang. Go Jet.
You're all more important than words on a brief. Look out for each other.
Kaya pa.
Ayan. Puso lang, puso.
I've done more with less. Keep fighting. B.
Up and away.
Reloading. Enemy B.
Oh, you little homie.
Here.
Barrier
Got
created.
the spike, Wings.
Can't use this yet.
Reloading.
Barrier deployed. Reload.
Ang timawa talaga ng ulti gano'n.
One enemy remaining.
And that was
Ah,
your best
kala nyo
one.
kumasahan nyo kung
Kung kayo kaya pa eh. Nawalan kasi agad ng pag-asa eh.
That's true. Good advice.
Eyes
Ang
down.
bobo ko.
Spike down B.
My ult is ready.
Nadagma ko.
Enemy A.
Last player standing.
Ay, gago.
Last round before the switch.
We lose everything after this. Spend it.
They are so dead.
Karon ka ba sa makop? Ang ngit buwang ako.
Together. No escape.
Somebody's there.
The hunt begins!
Oh, you lost.
My trap.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
Prepare for hellfire!
Who's next?
Switching sides.
Let them try to get through me.
Ang di mo na kaya.
Time to show up.
Wall raised. Target down.
One enemy remaining.
Kaya yang isa na lang yan, Ron.
No charges left. Healing you.
Hindi na tayo planter, tanga mo.
Try harder.
Grabe ka naman.
Even with numbers, anything can still happen. Remember that. Wall raised.
One less. Wait. Reloading.
Healing you. Cypher removed.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Spike spotted A.
Throwing net.
Flawless.
Perfectly done.
Let us see what they have planned for us this time.
No heroics. Follow protocol. Barrier created.
Enemy A.
For you.
Reloading. Here.
Spike down A.
Rest.
Enemy A. Here. I have this. Here.
One enemy
You
remaining.
fought well.
Here.
30 seconds left.
Blocking sight.
Last player standing.
Weapon choice. It is so personal, no? You pick a gun and
It tells me who you are.
This is gonna be fun.
Wall raised.
Spike down B.
train harder.
Spike planted.
Good attempt. My ultimate.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing. Clutch.
Trust me, they will make mistakes. When they do,
Take advantage.
Fight! Barrier created.
who's next?
Multiple enemies A. Hold them to their grave. Nothing there.
I know exactly where you are.
Enemy B. Enemy B.
Reloading.
Spike planted.
Enemy B.
Yikes. Time to stock back up.
They are so dead.
Wall raised.
Kabanhawan
Enemy
sila.
spotted A.
No escape.
Multiple enemies A.
Atay kabanhawan.
My ultimate's gone.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left.
Prepare for hellfire.
Saw you, little homie!
Spike planted.
Wingman's defusing. They shot my wingman.
Snack time! Sorry. Only brought enough for me.
Let's do what we do.
Watch this!
Spike planted.
Excelsior!
Last player standing.
Up and away.
Match point.
There's no need for the enemy to suffer. Kill them fast. We go! Wall raised.
Spike down A. Spike planted.
Got him. Dizzy's up. My buddy's defusing.
Enemy A.
Who's next?
Okay, which gun to pick this time?
Dream big, make it happen.
Barrier created.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Hi! I'm pissed!
Attackers win.
Off we go! No touching! Going in! Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. Up. Born of ice and frost. Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's all hail! Access denied! Ring cutter! No, my sword! Huh? Born of ice and frost. Witness the power of Gua! No, my sword! Rain! Access denied! Born of ice and frost! Access denied. Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh? For Rex Lapis! Rain cutter! Huh? Rain outlines your fate. This isn't good! Phew! I'll remember that. Phew! Huh? Going in! Let's light it up! Let me weave you a verse. No, my sword! Go!
We're way behind schedule.
Everybody stand back!
Blaze over. Born of ice and frost.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of
See? This isn't good. Access denied.
going in! No, my sword! Rain cutter!
Go! No touching. We're way behind. Next on the agenda.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Access denied. For Rex Lapis.
No, my sword! Let me leave you over.
No touching. We're way behind.
I'm going in! Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword! Rain cutter!
ice and frost.
I guess this is it.
No touching.
We're way behind schedule.
Anything the Knights.
Next on the agenda. We're way behind schedule.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's commission. Ad Astra.
Sorry to interrupt, everyone. We finally have some real dream experts joining us. Esteemed experts, this way, please. Ahem. Now, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask them.
They must be dream experts from another land. Great!
Oh, I have a question. Me first! Me first!
No rush. Everyone, please line up and ask in an orderly fashion.
Whoa. Paimon didn't expect them to be so enthusiastic.
My question is simple. My everyday life is very difficult, so I would like to become a slime in my dreams. How can I do that?
Oh, Paimon knows! Paimon's had this kind of dream before, so she knows a thing or two. The first time, Paimon became an animal slime. Paimon was shot by an adventurer's arrow and flew in the sky all night long. The second time, Paimon became a dendro slime. A group of kids thought Paimon was a radish and pulled out all the grass on her head. Oh, it was super painful. The third time, Paimon became a cryo slime. In the end, Paimon was captured by a chef and turned into a smoothie. And the fourth time, Paimon became a powerful geo slime and went to take revenge on the forest boar that used to bully Paimon. But then the boar showed up with all of its relatives and Paimon lost again.
Wait, why did all of your dreams end so tragically?
Because slimes are monsters, even though they look cute, they usually cause trouble and end up getting killed by adventurers. Things don't tend to end well for monsters. Believe Paimon.
I suppose you're right. They are monsters, after all. I just want to experience a different life, but it seems that becoming a monster would be even worse than my current life. Maybe I'd be happier if I became just a regular finch. Or fish.
Looks like being an expert is way easier than Paimon imagined. Next!
Oh, it's my turn. Esteemed expert, I want to know what posture I should sleep in so I can have the same dream as the one I had last night.
Well? Hey, you're supposed to be helping. First, why don't you tell Paimon about the dream you want to have again?
Oh, it's quite ordinary. I sat and chatted with my wife on a sunny day, listening to the breeze blowing through the valley.
Why don't you just find your wife and talk with her? There's no need to wait for a dream.
Well, unfortunately, she passed away.
Oh! Sorry. Paimon shouldn't have assumed anything.
No, it's fine. I didn't make that clear. I just want a chance to see her again.
Yeah, it's not really about posture. What you think about right before falling asleep is probably way more important.
Oh, is that all I have to do?
Think about it. If you're the one thinking about her, and you're the one that'll be dreaming about her, then it'll be easier to connect your thoughts and dreams.
You do have a point. I'll give it a try tonight. Thanks for your wise advice.
Oh, my turn, my turn. I want to know the name of the plant in my dream.
I want to bring the souvenir box to my room into my dream.
I dreamt of a raven flying over the wasteland last night. Does that have any kind of special meaning?
Hey, no rush! One at a time! Their questions were way too difficult. We don't actually know anything more than they do. We're just more experienced dreamers, that's all. You do have a point. It's more rewarding to explore and contemplate the meaning of a question than to focus on the answer itself. Right now, these people are like wanderers who've starved for 3 days and 3 nights and are desperate to replenish their energy. Any explanation they get now is like pure sustenance to them, no matter how good the explanation really is. Oh, and now that Paimon has said that, you know who comes to mind? Bingo! If she was here, she'd probably be making some similar analogy. Unfortunately, she's super busy right now and may not have time for gatherings like this.
Dear experts, we have another guest who would like to consult you.
But you saw how we answered all the questions just now. We're not really all that knowledgeable.
Ah, but this guest is rather special.
My question is, why didn't you immediately tell me about such an interesting place? Huh? Nahida, how did you get here? Interesting events like a moment of dreams don't happen every day after all. No matter how busy things are, I'd still set aside some time to check it out. Anyway, I really didn't expect to meet you here. Oh, right! If there's anyone that understands dreams, it's you! You should be able to help us answer all these questions. You're not wrong. All right, they can ask me anything. The more interesting, the better. Huh? What's wrong? You were all so excited a minute ago. Why the sudden hesitation? Even so, it's not like I look super intimidating or anything, right? And in terms of reputation and renown, you've also done many great things in Sumeru, yet they didn't even flinch at you. Alas, the interesting questions have all vanished in an instant. It appears I'm the one spoiling the fun here. I'll see myself out. Oh, that's not true, Nahida. I don't want to get in the way of the original purpose of a moment of dreams, which is to let people gather here and freely share their marvelous dreams. Now the atmosphere here is like water poured into a container. The water is more secure and settled, but it has lost its free-flowing nature from the river. I just want it to be another drop in the water, not the cold and restrictive container. She's soaking. Hey! It's all right, everyone! No need to be shy. The Dendro Archon is really nice, so please just go ahead and ask. Otherwise, she'll leave.
All right. I'll give it a try.
Oh, it's the slime guy.
Hey, drop the nicknames, would you? Besides, I don't want to become a slime anymore. Maybe a finch or fish is more suitable for me.
I see. So you want to become a small animal in your dreams, right? Why do you think that sounds good to you?
I guess I just want to experience something different. My everyday life is nothing but the same. The sky is right above me and the ocean just over the horizon, yet I remain caged in a life of monotony.
So you want to experience something new in your dreams? Sorry. I'm getting a little confused. Why don't you seek out some new experiences in real life?
Because if I don't work, I won't have any Mora. Sure, I don't want to be out hammering nails and cutting wood every day, but I have aging parents and young children to take care of. By the time this all dawned on me, I realized that my life has already been filled to the brim by trifling matters, and I have no more freedom.
But if that's the case, then even if you became a flying bird or swimming fish, you will still be hammering nails and cutting wood in your dreams. The reason is you've already been caged. It doesn't matter what your physical body turns into. Your mind will still be stuck in the same predicament.
Really? That sounds pretty terrible. Then what should I do?
everything that you're going through. But how about replacing your hammer?
Huh? Replacing my hammer?
That's right. Having worked for such a long time, you of all people must know what makes a good hammer.
Well, of course. A good hammer needs to be heavy enough to drive the nail in with just a couple taps, and the handle has to have a good grip to it, not too smooth. Come to think of it, I haven't replaced my current hammer in quite some time.
You should replace it. Then decorate the handle with something you like. Maybe some ornaments, fur, or hard leather wrapping. Then, write the names of your children on it.
That makes sense. I think it'd give me a good boost of energy at work.
A new sense of adventure often begins with the little things in life. You don't need to become a bird in the air or a fish in the sea. You only need to do your best in life, and all those things you cherish will become your source of happiness.
Yes. Yes, I get it now. This is a real eye-opener for me. I'll go and pick out a new hammer right away. No, I should make one of my own. Thank you, Great Dendro Archon.
That's Arnahita! Only you would know how to get right to the heart of the problem. Actually, I didn't really understand the problem. Huh? I gave him that advice because I once saw a worker doing the same thing. Whenever he became tired, he would look at some names on the handle of his tool. After a moment, he'd start to smile. It really surprised me at the time. My guess is that the names on the handle were of important people to him. After observation, I know this kind of behavior motivates people. But why is that? Is it because of excitement, anticipation, or helplessness? I really don't know. And even if I could know what's going through his mind, it's still difficult to fully grasp his feelings. Oh, Paimon gets what you mean. Huh. Paimon had no idea it takes you so much effort to understand these kinds of things. That's why I was a bit nervous just now. But luckily, seeing his happy face in the end reassured me that I didn't say anything wrong. Don't mind me, though. This is just my way of learning. Hey! Don't forget about Paimon! Everyone knows that Paimon's also super skilled at reading people's feelings. Thanks, you two. That makes me feel a lot better. Let's move on to the next question, shall we?
I already asked the experts my question earlier, but I wanted to hear the Dendro Archon's response too. What should I do if I want to see my deceased wife in my dreams every night?
Longing for the deceased. Even if you keep reliving those beautiful memories, it'll only highlight the emptiness in your real life. If your wife were still alive, she certainly wouldn't want to see you like this, would she?
No, I suppose not. But our time together in my dreams is not just reliving our past together. I don't know. Maybe it's because I miss her too much. But it's really as if she had come back to life in my dreams. She even remembers each and every dream. After I wake up and then continue dreaming again later, we can pick up our conversation right where we last left off.
That's really amazing. Statistically speaking, continuous dreams are extremely rare.
It's almost as if my wife has obtained a second life in my dreams. But the more vivid she appears, the emptier I feel and the more painful it is when I wake up. I don't know whether to call it a blessing or a curse.
Maybe all of this is rooted in your deep longing for her. Were there any unresolved matters or regrets between the two of you?
I don't know. I suppose my biggest regret is that I couldn't spend the rest of my life with her. I really felt like I was ready to move on, I wouldn't be so hesitant now if it weren't for these hyper-realistic dreams I've been having.
Huh. You know, they say that whatever's on your mind is what goes into your dreams.
But dreams are and will forever be just dreams. We are people living in the real world. It's not good to be overly obsessed with dreams. All it'll do is fill up your mind and eat away at your thoughts.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm also a little disappointed in myself. I still need to take care of our child. And it's probably not good to let her see me in such a state. Anyway, thanks for your advice, Great Dendro Archon.
I'm a little worried about him. I hope he can find a way to cheer up soon. I think I can handle things from here. You don't need to stay here if you find it boring. You're here to have a good time after all.
I didn't expect the Dendro Archon to attend this event in person. It's like a dream.
What a lucky day. Just wait till my friends hear about this.
I wish my dreams could be a little more practical, you know? Maybe something like becoming rich and famous overnight.
Are you feeling any better now?
Yes. I think the Dendro Archon made a really good point. I need to stop dwelling on my wife like this and move on with my life. Now that I think about it, my wife and I always meet at a familiar place in my dreams. I know where that place exists in reality, but it's a bit far and dangerous. I don't dare to go there on my own. But at the same time, I feel as if I should go and have a look anyway. Perhaps I'll be able to move on once I see that there's nothing there. Otherwise, I'll keep on feeling like everything is covered in a haze, like I'm only half awake. Once I can stop dreaming about that place, I'll probably be able to get my life back together. Actually, you two are adventurers, right? If it's okay with you, could you escort me to that place?
Yeah, it might also be a good chance for us to unwind. Even if you can't see your wife there, taking in some nice scenery will definitely help cheer you up.
Yeah, I hope so too.
All right, go ahead and get yourself ready then.
Are you headed off to some interesting place without telling me again?
Huh? Wait, aren't you supposed to be answering questions?
I just finished, and I really got a lot out of it. So many interesting and novel thoughts. Anyway, it looks like you're going somewhere. Why don't you take me with you?
Oh, there's no need to trouble you, Great Dendro Archon. I imagine you must have many other important things to deal with.
No need to stand on ceremony. Besides, I wouldn't have asked to come along if I didn't have a good reason. I wanted to use this opportunity to discuss with you some things that are puzzling me right now.
Huh. I didn't know the Great Dendro Archon could become puzzled too.
I'm not all that different from you, you know. All right, let's go. We can talk on the way.
Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule. Huh?
It's always nice to go for a leisurely stroll.
Huh. Do adventurers often go to places like this? Huh. I guess so.
So, this is where you always meet your wife in your dreams?
Yes, for the most part. Our place is on the summit, just up ahead. When I saw her in my dreams, we didn't do anything but talk about ordinary, mundane topics. I'd tell her about our daughter, Haidar, and she always listened intently. She would also reminisce about the past with me, telling me interesting stories and cracking jokes. It feels like no matter how long we may chat, it's never enough.
Sometimes, it's the little things in life that matter the most.
This is the part I'm a little puzzled about. I'm very familiar with dreams, and normally, they lack logic and continuity. But you said she could remember what you had told her before, right?
That's right. She always listened to me carefully in real life, and now, she's doing the same in my dreams. She always surprises me with some details from our lives in the real world. The fact that she can remember such things makes me feel like she's alive.
Whoa, that's pretty weird. Well, dreams are kind of weird to begin with.
However, the problem is that his dreams have too much structure and continuity. Most dreams are far more fragile than you can imagine. For example, a loud noise outside your window in the real world could cause your dream self to get loaded into and fired out of a big cannon. Another example. If you're thirsty in the real world, then you might find yourself trudging through a desert in your dream. But the appearance of your wife seems unusually stable and unaffected by any outside interference. Statistically, this should be extremely rare.
I don't understand it either. But I have no reason to suspect or reject these dreams. They're too beautiful.
But I still want to figure out the how and the why. These kind of dreams are novel to me as well. That's why I want to have a look at the scene your dreams have been taking place at. Let's go. Just think of it as a nice little hike to the top of the mountain.
It's so nice to de-stress. We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
Well, he really wasn't kidding. This place definitely isn't safe.
No matter. We'll just finish them quickly.
Huh? Are you going to fight too, Nahida?
Of course. This is all part of our little trip.
Next on the agenda...
Everyone hold hands!
The scenery here is amazing! spending some time here every day either.
I've yet to see anything strange about this place. I do not plan to deny the power of longing. Such an intense but unquantifiable emotion could indeed have the power to organize dreams.
His wife must be a really amazing person. Huh? Wait, where'd he go?
Oh, so you are waiting for me here? Well, guess what? I've brought someone amazing with me today. When the Dendro Archon said she wanted to come with me, I could hardly believe it. I'll bring Haidar once I'm more familiar with the way here. She's been telling me that she really misses you.
Huh? What's wrong with him? There's nobody there.
Wait, Minar. Don't go that way. It's dangerous.
Uh-oh, he's gonna fall! Catch him!
Whew. Luckily he didn't fall. But what was all that rambling about? He also looks like he's passed out.
He's in a dream now. What he said just now matches almost perfectly with the dreams he's described to us earlier.
Oh, so he fell asleep and started to have the same dream?
I find it a little strange as well, but we mustn't awaken someone while they're sleepwalking. All we can do is sit here and wait.
Huh? Minar. Where's Minar?
Oh, good! You're finally awake!
What happened? Huh? Sleepwalking? Oh, right. It was all just a dream. The moment I reached the summit, I saw my wife, Minar, sitting there, and walked over to her. After I introduced her to you, she seemed a little flustered and started walking away. I told her to stop because of the cliff, and then she seemed to suddenly disappear. A strong wind started to blow around me and the sky grew dark. When I realized something wasn't right, I woke up.
That sounds pretty wild. Maybe you were just too tired.
I don't think so. I slept a lot yesterday, and I don't feel very sleepy now.
Maybe we've affected the way his subconscious constructs dreams by following him here. Anyway, all that matters is that you woke up safe and sound.
I think I know what happened now. I'm sorry. If it weren't for you, I would have fallen.
Let's head back now. Don't come back to this place again for the time being.
Oh, okay.
Nahida, what's on your mind? Paimon's a little worried now.
We still don't have enough evidence to work off of, so it's hard to draw any reliable conclusions yet. But I'm concerned that Ilmon's case may not be unique to him.
Oh, right! Come to think of it, there were lots of people from the event who had vivid memories of their dreams.
Right. And not only at a moment of dreams, there may be people like this all across Sumeru. We need to understand what's happening and the rate of its development as soon as possible.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's head back. Stop standing there, Ilmon. Let's go.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world. Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do. If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world. Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do. It's so nice to de-stress.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world. It's so nice to de-stress. Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do. If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world. Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do. We're way behind schedule. We're out! And we're at, an inn or something?
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before? He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible! Right! You can't just rewrite history! All that stuff happened already in real life! It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it. So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Oh, Paimon's so confused. Huh? Ah! Sorry, Paimon accidentally... It's the Balladeer's fault for causing Paimon all this mental stress. But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul? Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working. Ugh! Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too? There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight. So, how about, we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things? Heck, if that doesn't work, Paimon's probably gonna collapse variety here. Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. Tea break pancakes. Cream stew. Sauteed matsutake. And Dragon chili chicken. Almond tofu. Satisfying salad. Also, Adeptus Temptation, golden shrimp balls, triple layered consomme, lotus seed and bird egg soup, and... What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about. The balladeer? Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name, though. What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said? So, the balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something. Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
Next on the agenda...
Ah, it's been a while. Of course. Go ahead. Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive. But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh yeah, we were! Paimon remembers that now. They learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then too. It seems like such a shame.
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, As we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokunin, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale. The Raiden Gokunin were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphaned son was left to fend for himself, and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokunin. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent-up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokunin. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well. My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon. On to the next stop! Lead the way, traveler! Paimon will be right behind you! We're here! This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler, it's been a while. If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not here right now.
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say? Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told me about you. What would you like to know? Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits to some local organizations on the Commissioner's behalf. As for the Commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
So pretty much business as usual in the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very much so.
Well, got any more questions?
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more than for you to come and visit more often. But I'm sure you must be far too busy to have time for that. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining armor, you know. You're a hero to us all. I mean it. Whenever the Commissioner dines at home, Toma always joins him. I always find myself at my most relaxed when I'm serving the two of them and listening to them chat away. The Commissioner has such a busy schedule that he doesn't always have the chance to take his meals at home. But given the opportunity, he always prefers to dine here. They say it's because Toma's a much better chef than most. Oh, the Commissioner is so fond of home comforts. They get to talking about you sometimes, too, you know. Always with a very fond tone. The way one would talk about dear old friends around whom one can truly be themselves. Miss Kamisato occasionally joins them as well. Whenever the whole family gets together and they start talking about people they've met and experiences they've had, you always get a mention. It's been many years now since the late Mr. and Mrs. Kamisato passed away. Much has happened in the Kamisato clan in that time. As someone who is old and gray enough to have watched their son and daughter grow up, it makes me so happy to see them meet a dependable friend whose company they enjoy so much. So, in the future, if you ever do have the time, please know you are always very welcome at the Yashiro Commission headquarters. There will always be at least one old lady who would be delighted to have the pleasure of your company. Wonderful. Thank you.
Paimon likes it here too. Also, You were saying something about the food here being really great. Paimon's itching to try it. We may just have to invite ourselves around for dinner sometime. Paimon meant we should come pay a visit again real soon. Ideally around dinner time.
Of course. You're always welcome.
Alright, goodbye for now. Where are we going next? Great! Goodbye, ma'am! Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out.
All right, then. Take care now. Hope to see you soon.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep, everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
Well, here we are. But what are we looking for? Something or someone?
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the Traveler and Paimon?
Xavier, what are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area. There, that's me. So what about you two?
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here. Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale of Tatarasuna starts a long time ago. I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation, goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
A couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then too. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come on, ask already.
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge? Sure, go ahead. A kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word, Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a kabuki mono where Tatarasuna is concerned. Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Xavier.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help. Farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for. Sure, but what's up with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you. Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you. Hey, don't mention it. Alright, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
Hey, it's them!
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
We have time. What do you want to talk to us about?
It's the same topic we discussed last time. Obviously.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh? Should we join them?
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress. Huh? Oh, of course.
I presume you'll want to read mine as well. Here.
Well, what do you think?
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from Inazuma. So how about we tell them what we learned?
What did you find out? Something big?
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma, and...
Wow, so many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Amanoma clan, you say? Then I guess it must be true. Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of, at least by the perpetrator, as a way of exacting revenge against those in power.
Yes, okay, point taken, you were right. But that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my novel.
And they're back at it. These guys are really into this.
Oh, so sorry. Look at us, prattling on about our projects and ignoring you. Thank you so much for the information.
You're welcome. See ya.
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
Will do. Nahida, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then he decided he wanted to go to Inazuma.
The Balladeer? It sounds like some kind of code name. You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me? Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past.
But how was he even able to do that?
As the traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it. Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality.
So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because... well, because he literally changed the world?
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The traveler comes from a world beyond Tevat. That's why there's no information about him in Irminsul, and it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect him. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it?
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that. Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right? Once the balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try. The story makes sense, every part of it. The balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
Please wait a moment. I want to check something. Found it. This should be the one. It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us.
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
I authored this record myself.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the Balladeer?
When combined with the Traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else.
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki Mono in other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the Balladeer entered Irminsul.
That's incredible! What a great idea!
And sending the Traveler into Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew he'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us, the now erased life of the Balladeer. There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin." The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
We solved it!
I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
The Balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you. Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail, that Conria was where your twin first came into this world. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own Harbinger.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahita's right. Cheer up. How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy conversation again later.
Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take him out for a walk to clear his head?
You got it! Come on, Traveler! You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much better after taking a walk. Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar! That'll be sure to lift our spirits. It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up. Phew! Go! This isn't good. Phew. Go. My contract goes unfulfilled.
It's a miracle!